Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Deck and we've reached the end of October, which means that it's time to do yet another monthly haul. And just before we dive into the haul, I would like to apologise for the lighting setup in this video. My bedroom light has bust, so I have to make shift with this little lamp and this other camera light I've got going on, so I know it doesn't look very good in this video, but I kind of had to make it work. So I do apologise for that. But as I said, this is the October haul. I really enjoy doing these haul videos. It's just really cool just to chill out and just talk about what I got throughout the month. Not as much this month as there was in previous months, but there is some really cool stuff within here. So, with all that said and all out of the way, let's dive into what I got. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the Funko Pops, and I got 3 really cool Funko Pops this month, which is really nice because I haven't had any Funko Pops since my birthday in June. I haven't really been buying any Funkos this year, mainly just because I have really no room for them. I've got obviously all this here. You can't see it above my head, but there's a whole, like 3 layers of Pops up there, and I've got so many downstairs too. So I'm not really buying Pops at the moment, but these 3 were given to me as a gift, and I was really looking forward to getting my hands on these. So first of all, and these are all from the same line, these are all from the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary line. We have Han Solo in carbonite, so as I said, the lighting's not great, so I'm going to have to find a way of showing you guys in good quality, but that's pretty good. So yeah, the Han Solo frozen in carbonite from the Empire Strikes Back. Really awesome pop, really unique too. Obviously it isn't like a regular pop where they usually have their legs and they stand on their legs. Obviously he's just frozen in the carbonite, and because it is a Star Wars figure, they do have the bases, of course. But a really cool detailed figure. Obviously this is a great, really iconic shot of Han Solo, of him being frozen after being captured by Darth Vader. So it's a really awesome little thing, and a really cool idea for a pop. And like I said, I was really excited about this line. I really like the packaging for this line too. Obviously it's not just typical Star Wars packaging, it's the 40th anniversary for Empire, so really awesome. And that was a really great pop. And then this one, I was so excited to get my hands on this one. If I was going to get any out of this line, this was going to be the one I was going to get. And that is the Luke Skywalker and Yoda, of course, from Dagobah. I love this pop so much. It's so cool. It's just so different and unique. Like, I already have a Luke pop, especially from Empire. I have the Bespin one where he lost his hand. But this is a really cool Luke pop. Obviously, him on Bespin training with Yoda. Obviously, you have Yoda on his back there, which is just adorable. Obviously, we have Baby Yoda from The Mandalorian, which I have that pop too, and it's adorable. But this honestly rivals it in terms of cute Yoda-ness. I mean, it's just so awesome to have a little Yoda on the back there. And just a really great scene from the movie as well. Everyone loves the Dagobah sequence. Everyone loves the training sequence there. It's iconic. It's really awesome. It's got great emotion to it, especially with the score. And also, you can't really see it, but the base of this, as I said, all Star Wars pops come with their bases, but what's really cool about this one is that it kind of represents Dagobah because it has all the moss and the you know, all the overgrown grass over it. So it's a really cool looking pop as well. I'm honestly tempted to take this one out of the box. I'm not an out of box collector, but this one kind of tempts me to take it out just because of how cool the base is. But really awesome pop, and again, I couldn't wait to get my hands on this one. So to get that was awesome. And then the final pop for this month, we got a 2-pack, also from the 40th anniversary line. We have Han Solo and Princess Leia. This is, of course, the incredibly iconic I Love You, I Know scene. And again, really cool. I mean, these two actually go together really well because they are literally pretty much the same scene. It's I Love You, I Know, and then pretty much the next scene, Han is frozen in the carbonite. But a really awesome pop as well. Really love these 2-packs. I think that the packaging for these always look awesome. They just look great in the 2-packs. Like you can see my Mia and Sebastian from La La Land up there. I just really enjoy these 2-packs. I think they look really sick. And again, super iconic scene, really cool. And I really like the look of Han and Leia in this, particularly Leia. I think Leia looks really great in this pop. But a really cool scene, and it was really nice to get a pop of it as well, because it's kind of like, this isn't a, I don't think it is. No, this isn't a movie moments pop, but it kind of feels like it is, so that's really cool. And again, I love this 40th anniversary line. I mean, there are, the only one I don't have is the Princess Leia on here, but I'm not too fussed about that one. Obviously, we have Princess Leia here, and like I say, this is a really cool line overall, so it was nice to get these pops, and they look great together. Now, moving over to the Blu-rays, I have a small handful of Blu-rays from this month. I will start off with this one, which is Hairspray. This is the movie adaptation of the musical. I watched this in the cinema when it came out when I was a kid, and I loved it. I've watched it many times. And I've been waiting to find this Blu-ray. And I've just never been able to get my hands on it. But luckily, when I was in HMV, I just happened to come across this new musical section that they had brought into the store. And I just thought, oh my god, please, do they have it this time? And they actually did, and I finally picked it up for a pretty good price too, $7.99, so a really good price. But I was really happy to get this and finally have it in the collection. I've been meaning to go back to it for a while, because like I say, I loved it when I was younger. So I'm really excited to go back and check this out again. It keeps coming on and off Amazon Prime here too, so it's really nice to finally have the Blu-ray, because like I said, it's been a long time coming. I've been waiting for this one, so to finally have it is great. Now, this next one, I actually did own this movie on 4K, and I sold it. However, this was a movie I did like, and I kind of wanted to have it in the collection, and I wasn't going to pick this up, but I saw it for an incredible price for $4.99, and that's Jordan Peele's Us. I really liked Us when I watched it. I thought it was really fun. I thought it was a really great concept. You know, I loved the idea of the doppelgangers in this and kind of how they went about doing that. I thought it was a really fun horror film, and I actually like this a little bit more than Get Out. I actually think it's a bit more fun and rewatchable than Get Out is. So I really enjoyed this film, and like I say, I did own it on 4K. I did get rid of it just because I was kind of on like a, you know, slaughter. I was kind of slaughtering my Blu-ray collection, selling a bunch of stuff. But for $5.99 or $4.99, no £5, I really couldn't turn that down. And like I say, it's a really fun and enjoyable movie, and one that I would like to go back to. It would have been cool to watch this over Halloween, actually. I did watch something else. I actually watched the most recent Halloween movie on Halloween, which I hadn't seen yet. But really cool movie, and again, I really enjoyed it, and I'm just trying to get the case back. There we go. I really enjoyed it, and again, I actually, if you go back on the channel, there is a review of this out there, so you can check it out, so you can see my full thoughts, but really cool movie, and, you know, for $4.99, I can't really say no to that. And same logic applies to this next one, which again, I did own on 4K, and I sold it, because the 4K of this movie wasn't very good. Like, the transfer of it wasn't great. But I did really like this film, and that is American Made. Really cool film. Again, I love Tom Cruise, one of my favourite actors, and I really loved this film because it kind of went back to, for Tom Cruise, because he was so much involved in all these action films these days. It's kind of what he mainly does. It was kind of nice to see him do something else. Like, it was kind of nice to see him go back to some of his older style films. And it's a really cool story, you know. It's this one guy who's kind of tied in with Pablo Escobar and the FBI and the CIA all at the same time. Really, really cool story, and Tom Cruise is great in it. It's got some really awesome, really funny moments. It's quite a comedic movie at times. I just had a great time with it, and again, I was really upset with the 4K of this because it wasn't very good. But I picked up this movie for $3.99, which is an absolute steal. Like I said, I didn't really intend on buying this movie again, but for $3.99, of course I'll have it. And it has a slipcover, which my 4K didn't, so instantly a win. So I see this as an absolute win, as the Hulk would say. So really cool to have that back in the collection, and again, for $3.99, you can't say no. Now this next thing, I went back and forth with buying this because I was like, I don't know if I actually want this, but I don't know, there was something that was just pulling me towards it. And that is the Has Fallen Mike Banning trilogy. This is kind of a weird one. Like, I watched Olympus Has Fallen like years ago when it came out on Blu-ray, and I don't really remember it though. Like, I watched it I think it was like in 2016 I watched it. I don't really remember it, but I do remember enjoying it. I remember having a good time with it. And then I never watched London Has Fallen. I still haven't as of right now. And then I watched Angel Has Fallen, which of course came out last year, which you can check out my review for that. And Angel Has Fallen genuinely surprised me of how much I enjoyed that film. I actually thought it was a really good time. So I don't know what it was. It was just something that was drawing me to this trilogy set, and it was like, you should buy it. So I'm going to sit down and rewatch this trilogy soon, especially because I really do want to check out London, because I've not seen it. It's the one of the trilogy I've not seen. I've not seen the middle one for some reason. But, you know, Olympus, I remember enjoying, and I think I would enjoy it still. London, I've heard is not very good, but I think I will enjoy it still. And Angel, again, genuinely shocked me of how much I enjoyed it. So I think it's be a cool trilogy. It's definitely probably too expensive. I picked it up for definitely more than I should have done, really, but I don't know what it was. Something was telling me to buy it. It was just calling out to me. And again, it took me a few weeks to kind of give in to my desires, but I finally got there. But to be honest, I'm excited to check these movies out again. I'm excited to give them a watch, and again, especially London, which I've not seen. And the final Blu-ray I picked up this month, which was also actually a gift, a really, really cool one. I have a steelbook for Disney's Planes, which, if you don't know what Planes is, I mean, I'm sure you probably do, but it's basically a spin-off of Cars, which, as you guys know, Cars is one of my favourite movies of all time. It was my childhood movie. It's what I grew up with. And we got Planes and also Planes, Fire and Rescue, two spin-offs. And this was a really, really cool movie to me. I mean, it's definitely a bit on the generic side, you know, if looking at it objectively. Like, it is kind of similar to the first Cars movie. It is about racing, but instead of with cars, it's with planes. but it's a really fun, really charming movie, and you know, it wasn't made by Pixar, this is made by Disney Toon Studios, but it has the exact animation style of the Cars movies. It feels like a Pixar movie. It's kind of like a Pixar adjacent film, and it is set in the Cars universe. Like, this is kind of like, even though it's a spin-off of Cars, it's actually more so a spin-off of the Cars Toons Made as Tall Tales, which is where there's actually characters from this film actually first appeared in that short. So it all kind of ties into the Cars universe. So I really, really like this, and again, this was a steelbook from Zavvi originally, but I was given this as a gift, and it's a really, really nice steelbook, and I'm actually really excited to go back and watch this, because I've not watched it in a good few years, and I also do own Planes, Fire and Rescue as well, so I'll watch those together. But again, quite a nice series of movies. Again, they didn't really get spoken about that much, and obviously the Cars films aren't exactly the most well regarded when it comes to Pixar, but I love them, and I love Planes. I thought it was so much fun, and I'm excited to go back to it in the very near future. But there you have it, guys. That's everything I picked up in the month of October. What did you guys think? What did you pick up? Make sure to let me know everything that you picked up in the month down in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for lots more videos. I know I've been very busy as of late, which is why I've not been uploading as much. I have got some videos planned coming up. I've got some reviews planned. I've also got a lot more gaming videos coming up. Obviously, this month is the month of the PS5, which I have got pre-ordered. So I'm very excited to dive into that on the 19th of November, which is when it comes out here in the UK. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of this content coming your way for the rest of the year. And as always, I hope to see you guys again next time.